Today we're discussing why teams will be the key to a GC's business impact. Heidi, how will smarter collaboration within a legal team make a difference to the impact that a GC can have within their organization?
So when we talk about smart collaboration, we talk about the integration of highly specialized expertise to tackle more complex, sophisticated problems than any of those lawyers could do on their own. That means that a GC who enables smart collaboration within their organization is able to add value to the business by really bringing together different kinds of experts, whether those are legal experts or joining legal with other functional experts to tackle the organization's most sophisticated pressing issues.
And what are the barriers to smarter collaboration?
Well, there are a number of barriers. As we saw in the GC Redefined report, there's a real sense of urgency for many lawyers. That means that they tend to focus on putting out the fires, the things that are right in front of them. Smart collaboration, on the other hand, takes a real investment. People need to understand that the way of learning to work together, figuring out whose expertise we need to bring on board, that can take some time, and the payout might be a little bit down the road. They've got to be a bit patient in order to understand that the return on investment for smart collaboration will come, but they have to check their urgency bias in order to make time for it.
So how do GCs create those legal teams that are fit for the future?
GCs need to have a little bit of a crystal ball in trying to figure out what sorts of resources they need, because tomorrow's legal team is going to look quite different from today's. The legal team of the future is going to include not just lawyers, but legal operations, technologists, other kinds of experts. And that's where smart collaboration will really play a role, because being able to draw out that expertise and bring it together to solve not just the legal problems, but those legal problems contextualized in the strategy of the business, that's going to set GCs apart.
What's the difference between team building and team working? And why does that difference matter?
Team building, we often think of as getting the team off the ground. It's absolutely foundational to make sure that collaboration can happen down the road, but it's only part of the investment. Team working really is the tough part, making sure we understand who's contributing, whose expertise we need to draw on more, how that fits with the changing dynamic nature of where the business is going. That team working requires ongoing checks and balances, and that's where I think a lot of GCs have an opportunity.
How can GCs shape the future of their organizations?
GCs can shape the future of their organizations first by figuring out what sorts of resources they actually need. And that's a more profound question than it sounds like, because not everyone in the legal team of the future is going to be a lawyer. We're going to have technologists and operations specialists and all sorts of roles that maybe we don't even imagine today, probably wrapped up with data, inside the legal team. The other way that they can shape their organizations of the future is making sure that those individuals are highly skilled in thinking about every issue from the business perspective. The legal team of the future needs to have deep business skills in order to have credibility with the business, so that they are thinking about it strategically, they're thinking about it proactively, and they're taking their legal advice and contextualizing it to solve the real business problems.
Looking at, say, the next 3 years, what are the greatest leadership development areas for GCs?
For GCs, they need to be thinking very carefully about their own teamwork skills. I was really surprised when I read the report how low that particular skill was rated as a priority by a lot of the GC respondents. And in contrast, what they're prioritizing is a lot of the cognitive skills. What we see is that if they really have aspirations to become CEOs or move up the business ladder, they're going to need to have those teamwork skills, because that's foundational to being a great leader in a business.
Thank you, Heidi.